Today we are playing Love Limit. This is a free Otome game on Steam that just dropped, I think today. Yeah, today. From Winking Corvid. Ah, it didn't save that for me the last time I opened it. It's a cute font, but I would like that one. So I can read it better. Does it have a Twitch category? Because it shows you're playing your crown. It should. I should have saved it. Hold on. Because for some reason it's still showing your crown is mine. Let me fix that. Now it's saved. Okay. Alright. There it goes. OBS was just being OBS. So, this game, the story basically is, in an effort to support her sister's career as a matchmaker, Iron Reeves agrees to a blind date her sister sets up. Several hours later, when her date is a no-show, the planet is invaded? But wait, the invader looks rather familiar. No, it couldn't be. There's no way Iron's date is an alien invader that just put the fate of the world in her hands, right? Unless. So yeah, we get to date an alien in this game. I think a number of aliens. I think I get to pick. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But I'm like naturally inclined to go for whoever this is. Because white hair and red eyes are like a weakness for me. I'm getting a few bites in of my dinner before we start so that I'm not starving. And it's like 10 o'clock when we finish. House-made baked chicken enchiladas, and it's so good. All right. Now, of course, we probably won't end up finishing the game today. We're just going to be checking it out. Because I don't want to play too much. I want to hopefully encourage you also to check these games out. Again, this game is free on Steam, so who doesn't like a free game? All right, one more bite. Now, these chicken enchiladas are really good. I am so weak for Mexican food some days. It's like the quickest way to my heart, tacos or sushi. Ah, thank you. For the best, because it's kind of spicy. All right, let's get started. The last dregs of my third cup of coffee slide down my throat like cold brown sludge. Ooh. Gotta add some sugar and some milk to that. I'm done. Officially. We're getting the bill and going home. Please, Iron. Let's wait a little more. I'm sure he has a great reason for being late. That's what you said 2 refills ago. And I meant it as much as that. And I meant it as much then as I do now. He swore he'd come. Oop. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know what ghost you set me up with, but I agreed to a date. 1 date, Lynn. I gesture at the coffee shop around us. And all I got this afternoon was ridiculously overpriced caffeine at $9.50 when I could have made some at home for free. Ain't that the truth? Probably better. At least they offered free refills. Considering the server glared like she could vaporize me whenever she came over, I paid in stress for each refill. I think she would have been less annoyed if we ordered food. My sister slouches back in her chair at the choice look I give her. We're stuck in this cafe because I humored her. She has so much success playing matchmaker among her friends that my time finally came around. And, as it's what she wanted to do professionally, I caved after her endless poking and prodding. I know today isn't going as planned, but can't we try to see the bright side of things? For starters, we got a good walk-in. Girl. You mean that thing I do every morning on my way to work? And as a walker, you know anything could have happened to your date while he was on his way here. Oh, really? Such as? Anything. A car accident, a robbery, or a family emergency. What if he missed the bus and had to hitchhike? How do you actually make a living out of being a matchmaker? It's basically like being a person who puts people together, like, for, like, arranged marriages, dating. It's not I don't think it's a necessarily, I mean, I can't speak to it, but I know it's at least a profession you can choose. But basically, it's like being a dating service without being, like, an app. There's her overactive imagination going wild again. I guess by making matches is a name she does. Yeah, basically. For 2 hours? For all we know, those incidents happened in succession. Imagine if his leg got caught in a grinder, or a car splashed his new clothing with mud, or... Then he should be mature enough to let me know. Those 2 hours of my life aren't coming back. Okay, I understand, but please, for me, can we wait 30 more minutes? I worked so hard to set this up. Yeah, no, I'd rather go home. The only thing waiting for us at home is that stream you were watching. And the total solace of relaxing in my bed. Come on, that 24-hour fish stream isn't going anywhere. It's not even important. Okay, but it's a 24-hour fish stream. That sounds like a good time. I'd watch that. It's super important. Somebody needs to ring the doorbell so those fish can migrate. This is why I'm concerned about you. Nobody else is spending their entire weekend on that. They go out and meet people, they have grand adventures, get married, have 19 kids. You had me up until the 19 kids part. Let's not do that. So you know, there were over 100 people in the live stream there were over 100 people in the live stream before we left. That's even more concerning. Pass me your phone, please. Maybe he sent a message in the app? I slide my phone across the table towards my sister. Whoa, charge your phone. Why do you always walk around with 20% battery? Okay, it could never be me. I can't let my phone drop under 40. It was 50% before we left. Oh, God. My sister just shakes her head. 2 taps later, the Greet Up logo flashes across the screen. I left everything from my password to creating my profile in the app to Lynn. Aw, lame. There are no messages from him. Whoever my sister set me up with, it's clear they aren't coming. If anything, the hours I've waited for a total stranger are more than generous at this point. Wait, this is a real stream? Streamers can basically alert a guy at the dam to open the gates to let the fish through. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to find that stream. Well, Lynn has put a ton of effort into this. I'm ready to call it quits. I'm getting coffee jitters, I'm hungry, and I have to work early tomorrow. I'd prefer to be at home, relaxing in my bedroom, than spend even another dollar here. I've toughed it out thus far, because Lynn means well. But is that enough? No, we'll stick around for another 30 minutes, because we're going to be nice to our sister. 30 minutes more. That's all they're getting. Following that, we're seriously leaving. It was a Nordic country. Denmark or Sweden? I don't remember for sure. Alright, I'll have to look it up after stream. Haha. Of course. Gosh, thank you so much. You're more invested in this than I am. That won't be the case for long. He's super cute. How do I tell my sister it takes vastly more than that to impress me? Or rather, how can I share that in a way she'd parse? My phone rings. I have a notification. Are those my dailies? No, it's a message from him. My sister abandons her seat and squishes in next to me. Look, he said he's sorry for being late and that he's stuck at work. I knew he wouldn't flake on you. This is great. He said he'll be done once he completes one last task. What kind of jerk tells you that 2 hours later? Maybe he's got a horrible boss? I could seriously make a novel out of all the excuses you give other people. Unfortunately for my sister, 30 minutes comes and goes without another word from my mysterious date. I collect my bags and pay the bill, wordlessly. Lynn follows behind me like a sulking dog. Her head is down, her eyes are dewy. We're really going? Yes, we are. 30 minutes is 30 minutes. But he texted! Lynn, enough. You already agreed. Okay. This still sucks, though. Look, you can set me up on another date some other time, preferably with someone who actually shows up. I tug the cafe door open, but the world rumbles around me. At first, I fear I'm shaking profusely from all the caffeine I gulped down. But then everyone around me gasps, ducking under tables and tucks into door frames. I think better of it. I huddle my sister beneath a table, but she seizes my arm when I don't join her. Where are you going? To check outside. Get under the table. Enough people are recording on their phones that somebody will catch something. I'll be away for 5 seconds. That's all it takes. Her fingers dig into my arm, and her eyes beg me to stay. I can't leave. She's too terrified to be left alone. So I join her under the table. The sky outside turns red, and the cafe's trembling intensifies. Glassware tumbles off shelves, framed decor crashes into the ground. People cry out and cover their heads and miss the shatters and thuds. Screaming drowns out the rest. Ugh. What is that? What's happening? Oh God, what are those? My sister squeezes me as if holding on to me will save her life, but I peek out from under the table. So maybe it's just me, but you think they can align the text box? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, no, that's just how it be. I was like, maybe it's something on my end? No. Thousands of saucers descend from the crimson sky outside, each of them blaring that horrible noise I heard before the screaming started. What the hell? Are those spaceships? Oh my god. Catch that on camera. This is my chance to go viral. I can't breathe. The smooth metallic exteriors of each ship are terribly alien. Their engines blast purple flames. Sis, are those really aliens? I think. I don't know what else those could be. I squeeze back under the table with my sister and yank out my phone. My Cricket feed Cricket instead of Twitter. That's good. My Cricket feed explodes with chirps and chimes. The trending tags are all about aliens, spaceships, and the concerningly red sky. Timeline is an endless scroll of the descending spaceships from various angles and different countries. All the electronics in the cafe emit a horrendous screech. I drop my phone, but Lynn catches it. A live video overrides the social media app I was on. Featured in it is some man with the legion of soldiers behind him. Actually, he's on every screen in the vicinity. My sister pales. By now you'd think I'd know the optimal way to deliver these speeches. Someone shrouded in darkness whispers to a man on the broadcast. We're live? Well, ahem. Hello, Earthians, okay. My name is Egen, and I'm the prince of the planet Ornthun. I expect my name will be seared into your mind shortly, since I am taking over this planet as its supreme overlord. I suggest you surrender within the hour. If you do not, then we shall continue our subjugation with force. Egen stares off screen. I fear what drew his attention, especially since, as I hear jet planes and helicopters. Right on cue, as predicted. This shall be a quick lesson for those with dreams of resistance and grandeur. Gunfire erupts outside, and the crimson sky flashes with red, orange, and white. They're firing at the ships outside. What? Already? I glance outside in time to see the attacking helicopters and planes sucked into a black void. They vanish in a twinkling spray of particles most RPG attacks would only hope to emulate. Those graphics, though. Daily reminder that vampires are not real. Aliens, though. Okay, aliens are real, but you draw the line at vampires. What if they're aliens that also happen to suck blood? What then? What if they're alien vampires? Still okay, all right. Okay. You're welcome to waste your resources attacking us, but we shall absorb everything fired at us. Your world isn't the first to try a counterattack, and it won't be the last. As I have a prior engagement I'm over 2 hours late for, that's the end of this broadcast. A gut-wrenching dread digs into my stomach hearing those words. My gaze slowly meets my sister's. She's paler and sweatier than when I last looked at her. Lynn, why are you so sweaty? To the one I've promised to meet, you have my sincerest apology for the delay. As I finished my business, I'm on my way. An image appears beside the figure on the broadcast. My face squints back at me. I seize my sister. Lynn, what is that photo of me? I'm sorry, he said he wasn't from here, and I skimmed the paragraph he sent. The entire world is seeing a photo of me where I look like a bona fide cryptid caught in a sneeze, and that's all you have to say? He's the only guy on the app who said you looked cute. You gave my information to an alien? But he's a super cute alien. I stare down at my phone. Egen waves enthusiastically at the camera. Iron, I can't wait to meet you. I curse in so many languages that my sister covers her ears. As the invaders descend from their spaceship into our city's center, our governor throws himself at their feet. Wait, rather than surrender, there must be something we could offer you. You could stop delaying me, Scrimp. Move it. But we should have the chance to save ourselves, please. Egen taps his chin. Subjugating worlds is all that interests me, but my father has been on an awful bit about me settling down. So I propose this. The champion of this world shall be the person I'm already scheduled to meet. What? But you must pick someone who represents the people. I already chose them. There's no better representation than that. I wheeze. My youthful years drain out of me from the immense stress of Egen's announcement. All conflicts on Orthan are decided through duels between individuals. Only through triumphant victory can matters be settled. Demands are a victor's rights. So if your champion can best me in a duel, I'll reconsider ruling this planet. This is insane. You're up against some young person who has barely lived their life. I've held a charged saber since the pleasant age of 2. That's no excuse. Please reconsider. You can't place the fate of this world in some random citizen's hands. My answer is final. Besides, my date already agreed to a duel. We can simply change what's at stake. Did I agree to a duel? I snatched my phone from my sister and furiously backread her chat and greet up. Egen sent an offensively long paragraph in which he speaks excitedly about the date and 30% of it. The rest is a glorified terms and services contract about a duel. Oh my god! What has our sister gotten us into? Hello, Combat Cat! Good to see you. Actually, he didn't agree to a date at all until we finished the duel that precedes the entire process. Did you actually read any of this? It's too long. I skimmed it. You know nobody ever actually reads paragraphs that long. Please reconsider, please. The broadcast cuts out. Everyone in the restaurant stares at me. If I sprint home right now, I think I can make it. That, or I can dig myself a hole deep enough to hide in until this passes. Gosh, can you believe this? I really can't. Actually, no, I don't want to. This isn't happening. Oh, hello, Quexolotl! Welcome! As a co-developer and editor on Love Limit, I hope you're having fun with our game. So far, so good. We're in the beginning of it. We only just started, so... But I'm having fun so far. I don't know, if Combat Cat has to fight him, then he's got to go on a date afterwards, because that's part of the deal we're reading about now. You have plenty of life experience. Why is the governor so rude? I grab my sister and shake her. Is that the most important part of this situation right now? My sister's head bobs back and forth. She wobbles like a wet noodle. What am I gonna do, Lynn? Date him? Duel him? Can you unscramble your brain for 3 seconds, please? The fate of the universe is in my hands. I can barely walk down the stairs without tripping, but you expect me to challenge an alien? Of course, the ads. Well, of course I always let the ads run. Before continuing, I am enjoying this so far. This concept is a good one. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I lurch out from under the table, banging my head in the process. It's a bad look, and certainly a terrible start. Ah, damn it, we're making a run for it. But we already agreed to their terms. You agreed to his terms. You. There was no me in this equation. But I did all of this with your consent. I gave consent thinking you set me up on a normal, forget it, we need to go. But you could duel him, sis. Buy time so he might catch the common cold, or some hackers can make a computer virus to shut off their ships or something. She's really creative. Now isn't the time for film references. I'm panicking here. I grab my sister's arm and rush for the door. It bangs open seconds before I reach it. Egen's shocking white hair, red eyes, and regal extraterrestrial garb appear before me. Oh, Jesus, that face! Oh no! I'm in danger. I'm in danger, y'all. Iron, I'm here for our duel. No, please no. I duck behind the nearest plant. Unfortunately, it's way too skinny. Egen's gaze burns into me. You're Iron, yes? Who? Me? Oh no, I don't know who that is. But you're clearly her. I scoop up some glasses I spy on a nearby table. I'm, shoot, what's a good fake name? Aurora is a good fake name. I'm Aurora. Iron's my cousin. She had to go home. A nasty bout of food poisoning got her. Food poisoning? You Earthians put poison in your food? No, we don't. I just meant... Seems like you've evolved beyond what Andel gave you credit for. Is this how you came up with your name? No! No, my name was chosen for various reasons. Mostly because it's pretty. Well, I chose my name because my favorite celestial event is the Aurora Borealis. So, it was Aurora or Borealis, and Aurora is prettier. I would have gone with Borealis if I was like a bear. Fun fact, for future playthroughs, there are goofy Easter eggs that if you enter the names of any of the main cast... Ooh, good to know. Good to know. I love when that happens. Wait, you're misunderstanding. I'll keep that information in mind when sampling your local cuisine. Egen whips out a device and flashes the horrible photo my sister dared set as my profile picture. Are you certain the person in this image isn't you? It's a perfect match. In what universe is that me? I have my doubts. But I suppose if my date didn't show, then I'll move on. Oh, thank goodness. Seems I'm subjugating this planet ahead of schedule. Oh no, that's worse. Hold on a moment. Theoretically, if I'm Iron, what do you plan to do? Duel, of course. But what does a duel entail? As I'm at an advantage, I'd let the other party decide. It's part of custom. So it's not some duel to the death? It can be. Is that what you Earthians like? Wait, no snap judgments. Ugh. I tug off the glasses. I am your duel partner. So you are. He's alarmingly radiant when he smiles. I'm thrilled you've embraced the challenge, duel partner. If I lose, are you seriously enslaving Earth? Enslave is an inadequate term. We aren't savages who will doom you all. By the sound of that, perhaps everything will work out? Instead, we'll bleed this planet of its resources and assimilate everyone who survives into Ornthonian culture. That's so much worse. But if I win, you'll spare this planet, right? If those are your terms following the end of our duel, then yes. In that moment, I recall everything I love and loathe about planet Earth. The odds are in favor of what I love, considering all my loved ones, friends, and favorite creatives live here with their friends and loved ones. Okay, I'll do it. We'll duel. My stomach is queasy with nerves at Egen's wolfish grin. Oh, goodness. That is quite a grin. I feel like I feel a little in danger. Not gonna lie, if you survive this, you should sign your sister up for a fucking reading comprehension course, right? Like, no, you're gonna start reading everything. Oops. Perfect. Name your game. How we do combat is your decision. I rack my mind for what an alien invader would be terrible at, and alternatively, anything I'm so eerily good at that I'd save humanity. The pressure is the pressure is duly on, since everyone who was under a table earlier is filming me now. I glance at my sister, and she gives me a thumbs up. Okay, how about we try a children's card game or a word game? No, y'all need to stop bringing that up in my chat. Oh my god! It's like I taught you guys a word, and now you're like children running with it. No, bad. Spray bottle, a lot of you. Alright, we're gonna go with a children's card game. Wait, a duel, huh? Let's try a children's card game. The crowd surrounding us gasps, but a few laugh or groan. I expect Egen to fall within the latter, but he smirks. Perfect choice. It is. Yeah, it's been decades since I've had the pleasure. Oh no, his face. Oh god. Wait. He runs his palm down his right arm from his wrist to his elbow, and a mechanical chime rings out in the cafe. An arc of light covers his forearm, and a dual platform latches into place with a precise... Assemble your deck, challenger! I have no deck on hand. I didn't expect him to know what I was talking about, let alone be so prepared. On what other planet did he practice this that I don't have the advantage? I bet it's too late to back out. Out of curiosity, is it possible to change the means we use to duel now? No, your first decision is final. Figured. Then you'll have to excuse me long enough to drop by my house and return. My old deck is at home under my bed. No need to dawdle. Egen whistles and two guards appear behind him. You called, Supreme Leader? Fetch your cards. I'm brimming with anticipation for our battle, and I will not have it delayed. At once, Supreme Leader. They vanish in a shower of light particles. Don't you need my address? We have that information, and I'll catalog the details of every Earthian on this planet. There are so many privacy violations in that sentence, my brain tries to comprehend how they could have possibly accomplished that. But when I consider the number of corporations determined to squeeze every last detail out of everyone for advertising profit ventures, it suddenly makes a ton of sense. The zappy whoosh of the guards turning brings me back to reality. Supreme Leader, we've retrieved the object. They plop my box of cards onto the table. Let me know when your preparations are complete. I realize that I'm really doing this. I have no choice. I ease into the booth to swiftly rebuild my deck. Egen gives me some privacy. Yeah, no, I do appreciate how self-aware this game is. It's real good. My hands shake terribly by the time I'm finished. Most of the rules are a jumbled mess in my head because of nerves. Like, what are we playing here? Is this Yu-Gi-Oh? This is giving Yu-Gi-Oh vibes, and I'm scared because I haven't touched a Yu-Gi-Oh deck in some years, even in real life. This is 100% Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. We are fucked. That's all I'm saying. He joins me at the table, settling in comfortably across from me. And let us begin. Egen draws a third of his deck on his first turn. I can barely keep up with the long string of combos he strings together through a dozen cards. By the time it gets to my turn, his side of the table is packed with cards that would be the envy of competitive players. How did he even get these in outer space? I look at the opening card I've drawn. I've never built any deck with tournament play in mind. I've always built with silly themed decks full of rarely used shenanigans. Oh no. I can't think of any other card game where you use an arm-mounted disc instead of a table. Yeah. Also, this is really on point, because I, too, only really built, like, silly themed decks, like a fairy deck, or all cute characters decks. There was a witch deck, and I used a friend's fire deck once. And somehow, today of all days, that's what saved me. Oh god, thank god. I've lost? Egen scans the board state, but there's no mistake. I beat him. I actually won? She won! We're saved! Everyone in the cafe cheers and crowds around me to celebrate my victory. Egan's fist slams down on the table. Everything falls silent. This can't be. My decks are tournament ready. We must play again. But I beat you. Best 2 out of 3. 30 minutes later, when I've defeated him a second time, Egen slumps over in the booth. Crowd cheers again. Would you like to best 3 out of 5? I shouldn't tempt fate by asking, but I'm actually having fun playing this old card game again. No, once is a fluke, twice is the truth. Is that some Ornthonian saying? He drifts a palm over his arm and his dual platform disappears. As you are the victor of our match, you may name your terms. I'm so shocked by the fact that I beat him that nothing feels real for a moment. I can demand anything of Egen at this moment, and he must honor it. What are your victor's demands? Will you really give me anything I ask for? Yes, so long as it's within my power. There's a certain inflection to his tone that gives me pause. Earlier, his gaze held a touch of amusement and dwindling interest, but now he's gazing at me the way I probably look at animals I want to pet. Earlier, oh, it's the same thing. So safety for my loved ones, safety for planet Earth. Oh, those are so vague. But neither of them confirm my safety. I'm just putting that out there. It all comes down to wording. This is... Except if you love yourself. True. True. There is that. This feels very Fae deal. And like, aliens, Fae, they're kind of... 6 of one, half a dozen of the other some days. I'm gonna go with safety for planet Earth. Then I'd appreciate it if you didn't subjugate our planet. Egen huffs. You picked the most boring thing you could have asked for, but sure, done. Thank you. I've given this planet amnesty. Move the ships. As you command, Supreme Leader. His alien comrade appears and vanishes so fast I have whiplash. I thought Egen was talking to himself. Egen snaps his finger and the red world outside regains its proper colors. Well, I'm happy he kept his word, but it must be stressful having everyone act on everything you say the second you say it. Is your heart made of antimatter? Why would you rescue your planet? Because it's the right thing to do? I like it here well enough. His gaze is incredibly peculiar because of its immense intensity. If that's all, I'd like to head home before the stress of all this actually hits me. I'd like to crash in private. Egen rises from the table when I do. Wait, did you need something else? Yes, you. Oh. Oh no. He sparkle eyes. His eyes, they sparkle. Wait. I can never remember which one is my sparkle eyes. No. Look, I can do that too. Look, twins. Twins. This is... Huh? What? I haven't had such a thrilling match in eons. You're welcome. Goodbye now. He kneels before me with a fist across his chest. My thoughts spin so fast it makes me dizzy. Why is he kneeling? What's the fastest way out of this conversation? Marry me. Boy, I just met you. A shock of gasps flood the cafe. My sister squeals like she saw her favorite boy band celebrity. Politely decline. This alien is crazy. Beat a man in a children's game once and he's ready to commit. I mean, I have met certain men in my life that would definitely be a requirement. I can't even say I'm necessarily shocked. Sorry, but no. That's unfortunate. He bows his head, then raises it after a moment. I've never been so utterly smitten with another being in my entire existence. Please reconsider marrying me. The resources of millions of planets would be at your disposal. You can't be serious. I'm completely serious. Wait, did he say millions of planets? What kind of stuff would aliens accumulate? Hold on, I'm getting sucked in by greed. That's enough. Look, it's a no. We don't know each other. I will remedy that during all of the years we spend together. Please stand up. I will marry you. I don't want a husband. Then I'll be... him so much. I think I do gotta marry him. Oh, I'll wife him up. Shit. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, okay. I'll be your wife. That wasn't the issue. Egen reaches inside his clothing and tugs out the fanciest space rock I've ever laid eyes upon. It hums and glows with ethereal blue light. It's so gorgeous that I have to suppress my baser instincts to snatch up his shiny as if it were some boss I defeated in an RPG. I'm no better than a crow. Okay, but like, that's fair. This is the best part of watching people play our game. We never get tired of seeing how people react. It's a good one. This is perfect. I already said no. Goodbye. I seize my sister and sprint home so fast I probably set a new world record. The wind in my ears drowns out Egen's protests. Our front door slams closed. I twist both locks into place and struggle to catch my breath. My heart pounds so hard I feel like I'm choking. This is right up there in the top 5 worst days of my life, Lynn. My sister leans against our front door laughing. What do you mean? That was amazing. I would have accepted his proposal if I were you. Do you know how much publicity you'd get? You're more than welcome to go back for him. Absolutely not. He adores you, Queen of Games. Quit it. Gosh, think about how popular my matchmaking business would have been if you had accepted. We could afford a house. We'd be better off than someone who won the lottery. I clutch my head at the psychic damage her words deal me. No, we're forgetting today ever happened. You literally just saved the planet, but you expect that to happen? From now on, I don't exist. I'm gonna lay so low people will walk over me without realizing I'm a person. My sister cackles with sheer delight and eases away from the front door. She rubs my back comfortingly. Okay, I'm done teasing you. But seriously, what you have just accomplished is phenomenal. You saved the planet from invasion. I guess it's pretty cool, huh? It's beyond that, you're amazing. I'll be even more amazed to put this all behind me. I bet it will. And what a better way to do that than having takeout before going to bed. Of course, if there's anything my sister never forgets, it's food and romance. Sure, pass my phone. Yeah, not a mansion, a house. Yup. I head to my bed with my stomach full and relax into a dreamless sleep. Hold on just a second. I don't know where those aliens will go, but I take solace in the fact that everything will be back to normal tomorrow. It will not be back to normal. 2 hunks of metal close over my arms the following morning with a firm clank. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on. I glance up at the 2 alarmingly beautiful, fragile-looking men who cuffed me before I could have a sip of coffee in my living room. Aurora Reeves, you're being detained. Do not resist. The peaceful sleep I had last night drifts away in the wind. Lynn is as still as a statue nearby with half a bagel in her mouth. I'm sorry, why? Did you think your life would go back to normal after what you did? Lynn, what's going on? I don't know either. They're both cute, so I open the door. Girl, same. Every day I worry more that my sister will be kidnapped by someone who tricks her into joining the black market solely because they're beautiful. Is that seriously the only reason you opened our door? When she looks away guiltily, I give up. She and I may live on the same planet, but clearly we don't exist in the same universe. We haven't since childhood. I'm sorry, but again, why am I being arrested? Better yet, do you have a warrant? Handsome alien bee twirls his glimmering locks and produces a document. Do you think we're brutes? Of course we have a warrant. You violated Section B of Ornthonian law, which mandates you must honor all agreed-upon terms of a duel. But I dueled Egen and won. Our business was over. It wasn't. Are you kidding? What did I miss? Why, your date, of course. Fuck. The date was supposed to happen after the duel. Literally, that was in the dialogue and everything. You'll get to know your wife now. Yup. Looks like we will. I'm about to tear my hair out. You agreed here in Greed Up that following an amicable duel, you'd partake in a casual date. As that portion of the agreement was left unfulfilled yesterday, You're being detained. You can't be serious. We're completely serious. And how could you be so cruel, Earthian? Our prince remained in the cafe until the closing for the likes of you. He's the laughingstock of your planet now. There are clips of him all over your infernal apps, WooTube, and WicWalk of him abandoned in the cafe. Alien B whips out a device that looks eerily like a tablet. There are thousands of trending videos of Egen alone at the table I ditched him at. Countless compilations of a desaturated Egen with rain effects and sad violin playing in the background. Others have edited various sparkles and flowers or animal ears onto him and are worshipping him like their new internet baby girl. I love this game. This game is so good. The dialogue. Mwah. You must be kidding. I saved the world and they turned the alien overlord, who absolutely would have subjugated Earth, into a meme. The internet would 100% do that. 100%. Ah! I'd laugh if it wouldn't worsen my situation. Instead, I adjust my glasses. Wait, I don't wear glasses. Where are the are these the one I snatched yesterday? I take the glasses off and silently apologize to the stranger I snagged them from as I tuck them into my breast pocket. Look, they're calling him Rizless. We know what that means. We looked it up. He waited 4 whole hours for you to return, and now his reputation is tarnished. Is that the real reason I'm being arrested? No, you're being arrested as per the warrant terms, but this is but an extra transgression of yours. Okay, so I just have to date Egen to make amends, right? Where's our new date location? Prison? It was just a joke, but the Orthonians look at me like I'm some kind of deranged savage. It's with great reluctance that we escort you back to the mothership. You'd do well to keep your mouth shut until then. Well, that should be easy enough. Sis, you're really going? I doubt I have another choice. You could resist, but then we'd have to seal you in the transport cube. I'm sure you'd never condensed to a 1/9 of your size before, so I suggest you come willingly. Yeah, I definitely don't want whatever that is. Okay, lead me to Egen. Let's get this over with. The inside of the mothership is concerningly clean and sterile, and everything around me glows and hums. Handsome alien A and B stand guard beside me, showing no signs of leaving. I guess they don't trust me not to bolt again, which, as ill-advised as it would be, is absolutely something I'd do. I'm terrified out of my mind. I'm quite immaculate at masking it, all things considered. I have all those years in customer service to thank for this. Is this me? I feel very seen by this game. Having worked way too long in customer service. Oh no. Right, Twitch ad is happening, so we'll let that go through. Oh my god, this is so good. I'm enjoying this so much. I'm feeling both seen and I'm enjoying the dialogue, the writing. Fox. I saw the word fox on the screen. Chef's kiss, fox kiss? Think he would dress up like a maid if I asked? I mean, maybe. He seems the type. It's okay, he doesn't need to go after Aurora. I will duel him. Hey. I saw the cute alien first. Technically. I'm just playing hard to get right now. Yeah, that's it. I'm just playing hard to get. I'm the tsundere role here is currently being played by me. You left him there. That's true. That's true. I did. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. A space door slides open and an alien wearing similar clothes to Egen comes through. Oh no, he's got his hair up. Oh, I think I like him better like this. Is this him? Or is it... Okay. There you are, contract violator. Okay, no, not him. He dismisses the aliens that escorted me with a wave of his palm. Or maybe. I trust they filled you in on why you're here. Yes, sir. Good, then I'll skip the formalities. You have violated Orithonian dual law, but we're offering you a chance at reparations. I get it. Where's Egen? I'll apologize and then take him out on our date. Though, to be fair, he was insanely late first. I'll stop you right there since you've clearly misunderstood the gravity of what you've done. Our prince fulfilled his contractual obligations to you, every last one. One date is not enough to remedy that. Do I have to pay money or something? You think your measly Earthian currency could suffice for the transgressions you've committed? He glares at me like I insulted his mother. Wait, does he have a mother? How do alien families work? A single paltry handful of hours is but a scrap of paper and a blazing bonfire compared to what you owe now. This humiliation will not stand. You must increase the amends by 3 times that of the original investment. So 3 dates? So 3 dates instead of 1? Correct. What the? Why did he have such a grandiose build-up for something he could have answered in 1 sentence? The alien unfolds a scroll. The terms violator henceforth shall validate these terms with the infringed upon party. If you select any Orithans other than the harmed party, you will render the affirmation and dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Rude. Pardon, could you repeat that? The terms violator shall validate these... Henceforth shall validate these... No, just that last part. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet? But I saved the world yesterday. So you did. Until you left that cafe. Oh, that's how they get you. With the bloody fine print. Ain't it always the fine print? Failure to honor all 3 dates within 1 Earthian week will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Failure to reconcile faithfully with the appropriate attitude during each date will render the affirmation dual terms void. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Any attempt to terminate this contract will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. The scoring of your efforts will be observed each evening by 2 other chief Orthonians. I can already see it. The internet might be dunking on Egen now, but they'll be ripping me apart later. My total failure to save the world will extinguish any chance I had at descendants, and that's if the aliens don't take me out first. If you understand, then sign here, here, and here. I sign the document. 3 dates is a cheap price to pay to save the universe. The alien rolls the document back up with a jerk of his wrist. I am pleased that you understand your situation, but displeased you ask so few questions. Like, I mean, yeah, like, there was probably more there that we could have read or asked or anything. We are once again being caught up in the I don't read the terms of service. Like, I could have possibly signed my soul away at this point with how many terms of services I have just agreed to. I have few other choices, and my heart may give out if I have to hear that Earth is the price for my failure again. Not true. You could forsake the entirety of your Earthian planet. At this point, I'm convinced that guy enjoys saying that. Where's Egen? Preoccupied. He will seek you out once he is informed. And who are the chief Orthonians that'll be observing us? Nabo and myself. I suggest you carefully consider how you'll offer your reparations starting now. And your name is? Andel. And what does the scoring entail? The harmed party will and must score each of the days they spend with you out of 100. Why do these dates sound like glorified job interviews? You may only leave this ship once you've hit the green button, reaffirming you once again agree to the terms I've laid out for you, and that you understand them. Bro is currently crying in his room watching rom-coms and eating ice cream. He can't see you now. He does kind of give that vibe. The alien gestures behind me and a switch with 2 buttons rises out of the floor. One is red and the other is green. Once you've hit the green button, I'll remove your imprisonments. I suppose he's talking about my handcuffs. They're seriously heavy. I'd rather have them removed sooner as opposed to later. So I approach the podium with the buttons. I can't imagine Egen will score me well considering the bad blood between us after yesterday. However, there's nothing I can do about that now. I cast a longing glance at the red button. However, I'd rather not doom the world. I understand everything Endel said. Okay, but what if I hit the red button? Red button shiny! Oh, we're hitting the red button. That's why I saved. We're hitting the red button. We'll go back. Unfortunately for Endel, I was born a curious gremlin. Fuck. I want to know what he'll say now that I've pressed the red button. As you don't understand, I'll explain everything again from the beginning. You have violated Orthonian duel law, which mandates all parties involved in a duel must fulfill all terms previously agreed to. Oh. I did this to tease him, but he's actually explaining it again. In Greed Up, Lynn, who served as your proxy and your guarantor, agreed to a duel of which you decided the terms of, and our urchin prince had to fulfill. Following that duel, you two were supposed to have an amicable date at the coffee shop, one more sip. The moment you showed up at the date location at the specific time, you agreed to the terms whether you were informed of them or not. Ignorance is not an excuse on Orthon. We take our promises seriously and our duels even more so. The punishment for the party who fails to uphold their terms is typically altering their matter into something beneficial to Orthon. However, you were spared that fate by His Highness. Instead, you must make amends in the form of 3 dates, all of which will be honored with a jovial attitude before an entire Earthian week passes. If you fail to do that in any capacity and bring further harm to what paltry dignity our prince has left, we will seize Earth as compensation. If you understand now, kindly hit the green button. Okay, but what if I hit the red button again? Hold on, I gotta be a bit of a gremlin. I strike the red button again. For about 3 minutes, Endel stands across from me, back straight, glasses glinting atop his head. Just checking, but you don't understand what I've explained to you twice, and that's why you hit the button again, yes? That's correct. It's a bold-faced lie. If you require information to be explained in a specific matter, I can do so please do inform me. Once more verbally should suffice. I see. Then, once again. You didn't fulfill your part of the agreed-upon duel terms with our prince, so you will date our prince 3 times before your Earthian week is over as compensation. We will seize the Earth if our prince isn't given that compensation. I trust you understand now. Hit the green button. We're gonna get a bad ending here just because I can't stop hitting the red button. sense it. I can feel it in my bones. I tap the red button again. The longer Endel stares at me, I wonder if I'm serious, the funnier this gets. I've already committed. I must know how many more times I can do this. Endel takes a deep breath. Zalga... Ah! Wait. Zalga, you've given your worst trials to your most exhausted combatant. Since you are a simpleton, I will explain in the plainest terms possible once more his fate. He is so done with us. If you do not date Egen, it's goodbye to your planet. Understand? And if you hit that button again, I'll speed up that process. He snaps his papers upward. Now, the green button, if you would. This time ought to do it. I do like that it switches where the green and the red button are. Because I've been hitting the lower button, so obviously it's putting it here so that maybe I hit the correct one because I'm just going on instinct. But we're hitting the red button because we're hitting the red button. But the rebel in me hovers a palm over the red button. I bite my lip to keep a straight face at the incredulous look Endel gives me. Then I swing my palm down. And I do it again! Endel vaporized you, but it was worth it to hit that awesome button. Like, come on, it's red. Ending 5, you really pushed his buttons. Oh my god, that was so worth it. Oh my gosh, that was so worth it. Oh, and I would. I absolutely would do that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Right, thankfully, I saved. So, we're going back to that moment of the first button push. And we're hitting the green button. We're gonna keep going. Because I'm at least going till probably 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. Depending on how long we are at this. We can get at least one more ending. Alright, hit the green button. After a moment of consideration, I press the green button. My meeting with Egen started this whole fiasco. I only hope it'll be easy to fix. Other than the neat sound the button made, there's no noticeable change. Endel stifles a laugh into his palm. Why is he laughing now? Why is he laughing? Now I'm nervous. Brilliant choice. I'm certain our prince will be positively bioluminescent at your decision. You may leave. He will contact you within the hour. The air around my wrists heat up, and the handcuffs clunk to the floor. Return home. If we cannot locate you within the hour, you will render the aforementioned dual terms void. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Enough, dude. I understand. Thanks, Endel. I'll do that. The spaceship doors open, and a wide ramp allows me to walk down into the city center. However, unlike my convoy to the mothership, there's a mob of people below. Oh, and contract violator? Yes. Best of luck to you. As you Earthians are fond of saying, you'll need it this time. The ramp transforms beneath my feet when the door closes. I slide down to the asphalt, scuffing my jeans on the pavement in the process. Ouch! Hey, jerk! Rendel's already out of earshot. Ah, with ears like that. No, his ears are nice. The massive crowd is full of people taking photos, dining, and chatting. There are news vans and protesters alike. It's a haunting amount of people. There she is! She finally came out! Every last person in the mob focuses on me. Miss, please tell us how it was inside the mothership. I'm sorry, I don't have time to chat. I need to head home. We only need a second. Did you get probed? People crowd me and push me in so close I can hardly breathe without getting a mouthful of microphone foam or an eye full of flash glare. How long have you been in contact with these aliens? I don't want to talk to you people. Let me pass. Does this invasion have any connection to Area 51? When are you leaving Earth? How many inhabited space colonies are in our solar system? Did they tell you? He's let me through. Just one question. I don't want to answer any questions, and I have something time sensitive to do. Please move. For the sake of humankind, you ought to answer, young lady. I'm blinded by the amount of photos people take of me. Who even uses flash photography in this day and age? Ugh, hey, stop. But the cameras keep flashing. Nausea shoots through me as though I just played a game with terrible first-person camera physics. Ugh. Never in my life have I wished Lynn was with me as much as I do now. That's enough. Oh, okay, wait. He came to our... Egen drapes fabric over me, cutting me off from the crowd. He rests a hand on my back and guides me forward. I hold onto his arm to steady myself. Oh! Well, now I really like him. Shit. Like, I liked him before, but that's sweet. A line of his soldiers have parted the crowd. Though an eerie hush has fallen over them, there's finally enough room for me to walk and breathe. Supreme Leader, your route is clear. Thank you, but I'm not the primary concern. Aurora, are you okay? No, I feel sick and I can barely see thanks to all the flash photography. My grip on his arm tightens. I just want to go home. Let me assist. He's a sweetie. About 20 minutes later, we ease through my front door. He sets me down gently in the living room. Hey, water, now. Yes, Supreme Leader. There's a tall glass of water between my palms a moment later. I drink some. It soothes my strained throat. I'm so happy to be home, but a whole news van convoy is outside, filled with people intent on invading my privacy. Lynn was right. This publicity won't go away in a day. He's a tall glass of water. Do you feel better? Marginally. I shall accept that as an improvement, no matter how slight. Why did you leave the mothership alone? Are you kidding? Andel dumped me outside like I was garbage. He told me to hurry home so I could meet you. You have my sincerest apologies. That will not happen again. But me getting mobbed by that crowd will. I open my mouth again, but hold my tongue after seeing Egan's troubled expression. I'm allowed to be angry, but what's the point in yelling at him specifically? According to his customs, he didn't do anything wrong following my win yesterday. And the excitement he had about meeting me was genuine. The fact that he's an alien from another planet can't be helped. I realize then how quiet it is, and that Egan's waiting patiently for me to finish. I have nothing else to say, so don't look at me like that. You seemed like you had many grievances to divulge. I did, but forget it. Then, I may only assume. Correct me if I'm wrong. I apologize again, Aurora. I understood Earthians were a curious bunch, but I didn't expect them to be so rude. In the interest of disrupting your life the least while fulfilling our contract, I'll do something about this. How? Not even celebrities can manage that, thanks to gossip magazines and overzealous fans. I've given you my word. Please trust it. So, like, I may be repeating myself, but how do we marry him, become queen, and execute that guy? Did I miss that? If I missed that, I missed that, and I'm sorry. I don't know. We'll find out. He has such an unwavering promise in his eyes that I nod my head before I've thought any more about it. Besides, it'll be difficult to court you if we can't have any time alone together. I'll return at the promised time. Oh, he was blushing. I glance at the clock. There's still another half hour before I'm supposed to officially meet Egen. What exactly does he plan to do in that time? What exactly do you plan to... But he's gone. Air remains where he once stood. It won't be easy to solve the issue with the press. Egen won't be late, right? Though I suppose, if he is this time around, he can shortcut to me saving the universe. I guess I should shower? After all, I only had enough time to brush my teeth and make coffee before I was dragged out of the house. Oop. Darn. That very cup is still sitting on the coffee table. Didn't we say we had work today? I feel like we said that yesterday. Maybe work was like, don't come in. You saved the earth, so like we'll give you a day off. 26 minutes later, I feel more presentable than cute. It'll have to do. Egen will be here in a few minutes. Concerningly, I haven't seen Lynn since I returned. Lynn, are you home? I send her a text when there's no reply. The front door opens. I gasp, seeing my sister. She's red-faced and teary. Lynn, what happened to you? What should I do? I may have to give them back. Huh? Look, before that, close the door. The news vans are... gone. All of them. The block is completely cleared. You invited aliens here and we will all be enslaved. Don't come into work anymore, more likely. Yeah, right? Wow, he really got rid of all of that. Wow, he really got rid of them all. Yes, he did. Isn't it horrible? Huh? My sister flails her arms. I worked so hard to corral everyone who's anyone outside our door, but Egen ruined everything. Wait, you called those privacy violators? Of course, how am I supposed to monetize this if nobody can see you? Damn it, Lynn, have you a clue how hard it was to get home? They practically trampled me. I'd love to get trampled. Anyone who's anybody gets trampled. Hey, do you hear yourself? Do you? My stream ended abruptly. I think Egen jammed the network. I can't give back all the Uber chats I got, and I promised my viewers an exclusive. My sister seizes my shoulders and starts patting down my clothes. What? Stop! What are you doing? Finding a spot for the body cam. Girl. Step on me, camera crew! Damn it. Once again, it comes back to stepping on people in my stream. Damn. Lynn, I think you're actually crazy. What's crazy is letting this opportunity slip after how hard I've worked. I can live a day in this house without you hustling everyone you meet for $1. Can I live a day in this house without you hustling everyone you meet for $1? Have some integrity. Integrity keeps you poor. Put on the cam. It really is the alpha and omega of your streaming experience. Thanks. It is the nature of Otome games too. It's a be stepped on world out there. God damn it. She practically tears my clothes open. I nearly tear her hair out. Hands off! Ugh! Ouch! Ow! Corroborate, damn it! What kind of sister are you? Not one you can walk all over, that's for sure. This is the real sibling experience. I really like how they captured that. They really captured the sibling experience with this right now. Yeah, no, having had sisters, absolutely. The doorbell rings. Lynn and I freeze in the midst of our fight. I've put 2 fingers up her nose to fend her off, and she's got a death grip on my wrist and ear. A familiar humming gently reverberates through our home from outside. Aurora? My sister pats me down, steps back, and is the picture of excellence as she skips over to the entryway. She tugs the door open. Brother-in-law, come Oh my god, my sister has no chill! Oh, you shameless sister-in-law, it's good to see you. Egen's equally as shameless. He said it without missing a single beat. He eases the door closed behind him and offers my sister a luxuriously wrapped package as big as her head. I heard it's a Earthian custom to bring a gift for one's host. Oh my gosh, she didn't have to, but thank you. Well, she's tearing open the package with noises so shamefully gleeful I worry our mother is preparing a slipper to throw from across the country. Egen crosses to me. My partner Noonie was the one who did most of the writing, and she has many siblings. She wrote from experience, right? The dialogue, mwah! I'm punctual this time. Huh. Yeah, you are. Great job. Shall we head out? He gives me a once-over. You look beautifully combat ready. Oh, thanks. You too? Those pants are a brilliant choice. You like them? Exceedingly. You have an enviable mobility. Mobility for what? Scream. My sister's excited screech distracts me. Egan's men filled our entire foyer with presents, clothing, and a basket of goods, and more keep coming. I need floor space to live here? Hush! My sister gives me a glare all the demons in hell would tremble seeing. Brother-in-law, are all these for us too? They sure are. It's the least I can do considering you're hosting us. Wait, what? Who's hosting who? The mothership was parked at your city center until they gave me this. Egen places a yellow ticket on my palm. It's from the OC Police Department. Pretty ballsy of the police to ticket an alien prince. Your mothership was blocking a flight path, and they threatened to fine you if you didn't move? Yes, so I've relocated to the airspace above your home at present. I suppose that's why he's laying it on thick with the gifts. Considering he helped me out earlier, I'll let his spaceship be. Oh, you can move right in alongside the gifts. What she means is you're free to park your ship where it is. Thank you. Shall we commence with our date? Yes, let's go. I stride towards the door and Egen follows. We have to climb over the mound of gifts to make it outside the front door. Anytime I struggle with a particularly precarious bit, Egen offers me a hand and helps me. Should we assist Lynn with getting all this inside before we go? And deny her the chance to roleplay a dragon with an impressive horde? I think not. I've never heard those words in that order. What do you mean? Wait. Dialogue treat. I'm in the mood for an apple. Oh my god. Aurora, do you think you can ask for an apple from your roommate from the apple trees? I do not want to know what a ticket from the FAA would cost. That... Oh no! Hold on. Checking now. Give me a second. Testing? Oh. Alright, how about now? Wait. Alright, I'm gonna unplug my mic and plug it back in. Okay, how are we now? That's so much better. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, I never heard those words in that order. What do you mean? You know, dragons and hordes of gold? Egen shakes his head. Interesting, but dating him should be my primary focus. Egen and I make it downtown undisturbed. Most people give us a curious passing glance, but that's it. I don't know what he did or how, but I'm thankful. Maybe now I can enjoy the day? There's no rule stating that I must be miserable while trying to save the world. Considering it's our first day, a classic date would be best. My plan is to start simple and gradually work my way up, adding interest and fun to our dates as we go. Today I've planned a simple picnic in the park with him. Okay, I have a D&D game to get to, so I will dip out. I hope you all enjoyed our game. We have a sequel in the work, Love Limited list, so keep... Ooh, yay! Enjoy! Have fun with your D&D! Thank you for stopping by, Quexalotl! And I will continue enjoying the game and sharing it with my community. Thank you so much for hanging out. Here's the plan. We're going to buy ingredients from the supermarket, create the food for our picnic, and then enjoy it together in the park. What's a picnic? It's a type of outing where you pack food you make to eat outdoors. Implying that most of your Earthian meals are eaten indoors? Is a meal outside such a special rarity? I guess it is. I've never thought about it deeply before. If this is such a rarity, what are they doing? Egen points to a passerby devouring a taco while he chats into an earpiece. Is that not a picnic? No, that's someone walking and eating. He's probably working. He points at a young woman at a bench finishing a crepe. Then that's a picnic. Nope, she bought it at the stall next to her. He points to a third person absolutely demolishing a bento box with rolls, onigiri, and some type of salad. What about that picnic? Egen, us having a picnic would tell you more about it than trying to decipher what it is from various strangers. How confounding. I'll patiently wait answers on this picnic. I laugh a little despite my situation. Now that I'm meaningfully spending time with him, this is kind of nice. Looks like he isn't holding a grudge about yesterday either. Come, we'll buy ingredients first. Think about what you'd like to eat while we shop. I grab a cart and pilot it around the supermarket, scooping up ingredients as I go. What a peculiar instrument. Egen stares pointedly at our shopping cart. A container used to hold other containers of varying shapes and viscosities. Why are there holes in it? I've never considered that before either. Then consider it now. If its purpose is to hold things, why not make it solid? Probably because it's cheaper, and also so you can see what's inside. Can one not simply stare into the cart? Not every human is tall enough for that? Egen gasps. Where are these fabled little Earthians? I must take one back to Orthon. Orthon! Unless you want a very startling title from the police, I don't think you can. And what moniker is that? Egen, we're here to shop. Remember? Here. I tear my grocery list in half. If you would kindly fetch the rest of... A duel at last! I've prepared myself for this moment. Oh my god, bro. Not everything is a duel. Huh? Wait. He slaps the list I gave him against an alien wristwatch instrument on his arm. A shower of particles shoot out from the screen. All the ingredients I had left to buy cycle through as holograms. You're finally challenging me. I'll fetch everything on the list. Count on me to complete this quest for you. Before you. Hey, hold on. I wasn't... He races into the store without hearing another word. 1v1 me in your local Tesco. Frankly, I don't trust him to return with everything we need. Hell, I didn't get to ask him what he wanted to eat at our picnic. I hope to bring that up naturally while shopping. Thank you. In the end, I pick up all the ingredients I need without seeing Egen again a single time. Which is why it's especially surprising when I spot him waiting by the entrance way, bags in hand. Aurora, I've bested you. Have you? This wasn't a competition. Of course it was. It wasn't. We're dating each other today, remember? Yes, hence why we're dueling. All courtship on Orthon is like this. A receipt materializes on his wristwatch and 3D prints in real time. When it's finished, he passes the paper to me. Behold my prowess of Earthian culture. He actually found all of the ingredients I asked for, and it seems he was done 7 minutes after we separated. He spent a whopping $89.78. It's a staggering price considering I told him to fetch dried chicken, celery, red onion, butterhead lettuce, and bread. Oh, I picked all this up too. Look. I pass him my receipt. Impossible. How come your bill was only $34.82? We collected the same items. I shop here all the time and use their coupons. Nobody can pay those inflated prices without them. They blew up my prices and that's how I lost? Oh, that's not all. You know what? Sure, it was the corporations. Last, but bested once again. I think it also helps that the butcher here likes me. He always sets aside the best discounted meat for me. Ugh, I cannot defy him, as I too would have given you a deal. I too would have given you a deal on my meat. Don't laugh, Aurora. Whatever you do, don't laugh. He's very serious about that in a completely innocent way. You're done. Shall we head back to my house? The lip bite. No, it's good. It's good. If this was really me, I would be dead in an aisle right now, just curled up in a ball, laughing, dying, unable to breathe. Yes, I'll race you, and this time I'll win. Again, it's not a competition. We can go together. Ah! He hefts his bag high and sprints out the door. We walked here together. I suppose I'll be alone on my way back. I didn't intend to battle him, but if he's gonna jump at every opportunity, I may as well humor him. I make it home and set my bag down in the foyer to rest my arms. Egan's nowhere to be seen. His spaceship is parked above our house, so I doubt he's lost. But then, where is he? Actually, I don't see him or any of the presents he gave us. Did Lynn pack up everything already? After setting the bags on the coffee table, I hunt for Egen and my sister. I open the front door and step out onto the street. Next competition is whoever can gather 300,000 US dollars or go, right? Gotta love when they have no idea what they're saying. Yup, it's always good. It's so good. I hear Labored panting up the block to my right. Egan's carrying his groceries, but he's sweating profusely. Based on the gesture of the guards surrounding him, they're begging him to relinquish the bags, but he keeps refusing. He stiffens when he sees me. You've won again? He bounds over. How? I took our exact route back and didn't see you pass me. I point to the bus dropping people off across the street. Transit is how. Vehicles were allowed? I ran for as long as I could. Egan's arms go limp. Supreme Leader, I tried to tell you. Enough. I wish to head inside. This planet's sweltering sun and heat mixed with the perishing weight of this sustenance is unbearable. He slinks inside and places his grocery bag near my sofa. He flops onto the couch and sinks back into it. He's still breathing hard. Thank you. Hydrate. As he's still breathing hard, I pass him some water. Thank you. Egen's guard materializes beside me, sprinkling a powder into Egen's water and then vanishes. After a stir, Egen sips at it. I wonder what that powder was. When you're ready, we'll start on the food for our picnic in the kitchen. Egen nods and sits up. He's barely caught his breath, so I squeeze his shoulder and encourage him to rest longer. You don't have to come now. Wait until you feel better. That time is now. Egen, you can hardly breathe. That's no excuse. I shall prepare for the next thing. It's the briefest glimpse into his grueling Orthonian schedule. No, relax. We have plenty of time before the picnic. You can stay here for a bit. I am ready. I can't get through to him. His competitiveness is too deeply ingrained. So I sit beside him on the couch. Our next competition takes place here. That's why I told you to stay. Yes, it's time for our next grand duel. He perks up. Yes, and the rules are this. We must relax here for 5 minutes. Whoever relaxes more, wins. Imagine human food is not edible for him, so we poison him. Teehee, I'm just a girl. How will we decide the winner? I hadn't thought it that far ahead. Of course he'd ask that. By a resting heart rate? That will suffice. Then let's relax. I settle into the sofa and Egen does the same. I check my watch. It's been a while since I sat down, intent on doing nothing. It's harder than I remember, especially as I'm currently focused on picnic prep. I plan to make chicken salad sandwiches and egg salad sandwiches. Then I'll chop up some watermelon slices for a light snack. We have ingredients in the cupboard for simple chocolate mousse cups too. I think that would be fun to make with Egen. Speaking of, I glance beside me and burst into giggles when I see Egen. Oh my god! This man! This alien man! He is like, I will relax the hardest anyone has ever relaxed in the history of relaxing. What on earth are you doing? Relaxing the Earthian way. God damn it. He's decked out with an eye mask and swathed in a cozy blanket, despite the sweltering sun outside. He's got a mug of tea in one hand and a book he can't possibly be reading without sight in the other. If that's what works for you, I won't disturb you. You're peculiar. Do you mean that as a compliment? Yes, I only find utterly ordinary things disturbing. What would an alien classify as ordinary? If I think about it too much, I'll fail at relaxing, so I close my eyes instead. 3 neat beeps eventually go off once 5 minutes have passed. Time's up. Egen sheds the blanket and lifts his eye mask. 2 cucumbers flop onto his thighs. I believe you won this one. Congratulations. The guards who've been following Egen around materialize. Pardon the interruption, but based on the terms of the duel, you are the winner, Aurora. Oh my god. What the... How did I win it relaxing? His face! His fucking face! Each of them taps their wrist and digitized information flashes across the screen. Your resting heart rate was 62 compared to our Supreme Leader's heart rate of 142. One screen has a steady heartbeat, while the other is racing so fast you could stuff it in a sports car and speed off. Oh, I think he likes us, guys. Why is your heart beating so fast? Are you okay? Egen hides behind one of his palms. I was nervous sitting here next to you. I like you too much. Oh, this sweet baby boy. I'm gonna wife him up so hard. I stifle my laughter, but not very well. He gives me a half-hearted glare when I really break out into a fit. You're adorable, Egen. Adorable. I can take that as a positive emotional response, correct? Yes, you can. Come with me. I grasp Egan's hand and tug him up from the sofa. In the kitchen, Egen stands beside me. We have all our ingredients on the counter. Our next duel is making food for our picnic. We're making egg sandwiches, chicken salad sandwiches, cutting watermelon, and making chocolate mousse for dessert. The goal is to make food as aesthetically pleasing as possible within the time limit. Ooh, what are we calling? He will cut himself very slightly with the knife while making sandwiches. Ooh, maybe. But he did say he's been holding a saber since he was 2. So I would kind of hope that he's okay with a blade or some kind. I mean, he said like a beam saber or something like that. So I assume it's like a lightsaber. But not a lightsaber because that's copyrighted. Most people doing excessive exercise only get up to 115, 125 beats per minute. True, but he's an alien. So they can probably go a little harder. I want to be out here in an hour. The timer starts as soon as we settle on who's making what. I glance up at the crowd of aliens on the other side of my counter. As any good sibling would, I lump in my sister with them. They clap for Egen and I as if we're professional chefs streaming recipes. Sounds quite educational. Supreme Leader, we're rooting for you. Woo, go sis! This is a much needed break from editing my haul video. Well, now I know what Willin was doing. She must have had her headphones on upstairs when I called her. Thanks, but you don't need to cheer. We're doing simple cooking. My bets are on my sister winning this. She's a stellar cook. I'd know. She's fed me for years. Maybe so, but our Supreme Leader has an impeccable palate. I bet you Earthians have never had a Cosmoroni. I haven't. We should fix that. Lynn sticks her hand out to the aliens. 2 of them hurriedly slap their wristwatches and hunt for what I presume is the recipe. For my sanity, I pretend I no longer know her. Egen, I think it's only fair if we each make 1 dessert and 1 sandwich. When you say sandwich, you're talking about that food that uses 2 pieces of bread with a filling between them, yes? I am. I'll let you go first. Choose what you want to make. Interestingly enough, Egen chooses to make... Oh, I get to pick what he gets to make? I'm going with the chicken sandwich and the watermelon slices. The chicken salad sandwich and the watermelon slices for our picnic. Although he's a planet conqueror, I verify he can slice watermelon into neat triangles before I turn away from my own task. I get eggs boiling on the stovetop, I set the ice bath for them, and I portion out everything else I need for the filling in the meantime. I do the same with the chocolate mousse, then fetch small mason jars to spoon the finished mixture into. As I'm pulling the hand mixture from the cupboard, my timer for the egg goes off. Transfer the eggs to the egg bath, then mix the heavy cream, chocolate, and vanilla extract into mousse. The aliens clap as I portion the mousse into the mason jars, and then add a dollop of whipped cream and shave some of the remaining chocolate on top. Once it's transferred to the fridge, I peel the eggs, press the yolk through a sieve, and mash the entire mixture together, creating the filling. I wrap 4 filled sandwiches in cling wrap and place them in the fridge. They need to chill before I can cut them aesthetically enough to win the challenge. Since I have some free time, I snack on a few squares of leftover chocolate. But I am once again reminded that baking chocolate is too bitter to be eaten like a regular chocolate bar. That's not true. That's just not true. Baking chocolate is tasty. I'm just saying. I will happily eat baking chocolate. I'm just weird. Enough time has passed. I unwrap the sandwiches, slice off the crusts, and slice them horizontally so they maintain their shape in the glass container. I pull out my dessert and display it beside the sandwiches. It's only bitter if you're weak. Exactly! That's true. Shy wouldn't know. Shy doesn't get to know what baking chocolate tastes like either. Because we would like him to stay alive, please. I'm no professional chef, but it's a beautiful spread, and I finish everything with 15 minutes left to spare. Hello, Blaze! The scent from the fresh bread stops me. The kitchen is also several degrees hotter, which makes sense since I hear the oven door shutting beside me. The aliens clap, and there's a familiar plonk of a baking sheet. Amazing work, Supreme Leader. Your sandwiches are of unparalleled beauty. I'm confused about what those are, but the spirit's there. Egen's sandwiches lay on the baking sheet. I usually make cookies on. Said sandwiches are actually puff pastries. He cuts one in two, and then the steaming filling pours out. Stunning. I'm impressed by the beautifully golden brown exterior, but a puff pastry isn't a sandwich. My sister lunges up with her phone and snaps photos of my food and Egen's. I finished but a few seconds after you this time, Aurora. I point at Egen's tray. What are those? Sandwiches. Those are puff pastries with a filling. A sandwich needs bread. There is bread. I used an entire sliced loaf to make the required dough. How? What? That shouldn't be possible. Yeah, besides, we call a slab of ice cream between two cookies a sandwich. There's no bread involved there at all. Lynn, be quiet if you aren't helping me. She draws a fake zipper across her lip and returns to snapping photos. Would you kindly try the sandwich I've made before you reject it? I'll try the sandwich. Sandwich is such a vague word. Fine, I'll give it a try. Our audience claps as I collect the piece Egen offers me. Just lifting the pastry emphasizes its luxuriousness, the alluring, flaky, golden brown exterior, and the scent of the gently baked filling. Oh no, are we gonna have a food war scene? I hope not. That'll get awkward. I swallow to keep from salivating and chop down into the pastry. It was so delicious that you forgot your entire argument and the meaning of your existence. I sure didn't. Sure didn't. I wouldn't have saved either! Oh my god! Oh wait. What if I hit auto? Will it take me to where like a last autosave was? There are autosaves! There we go! Ha-ha! I love this game! I'm gonna insist he didn't make a fucking sandwich. I pull my sandwiches over. No, oops. No, we're not doing that. Look, these are sandwiches. Mine are also sandwiches. We argue semantics. Must we argue semantics and terminology? What you've made is a puff pastry at worst and a pie at best. And what is a pie by definition? Baked dish of fruit or meat and vegetables, typically with a top and a base of pastry. Which is what you made. Can we not argue the same for sandwiches? Pies and sandwiches are drastically different. As we've reached a stalemate on this, we should resolve it democratically. Lynn, if you would. My sister pops up beside Egen and me. Her fingers fly across her phone. When she finally shows us, there's a trending poll across various social media sites. She's placed a photo of the food Egen and I made wherever she could. Unfortunately, we can't see the results without voting. As the web needs time to work its magic, you two should get out of here. Enjoy your date. She hands me a neatly packed picnic basket and my head spins. Did she pack her food? Lynn's corralling us towards the front door before I can get my bearings. Off you go, kiddos. Leave the cleanup to us and enjoy yourselves. Wait a second. Go on, get out. Bye-bye. You dare withhold the results of our duel? Yeah, huh? Toodaloo! The door slams. I stand outside on the street with Egen. No matter how many times I encounter her, I cannot decode her true demeanor. I cannot decode the true demeanor of your sister. Give up on that. You'll be better off. She's always been a whirlwind. I'm embarrassed by Lynn's haphazard matchmaking, yet Egen laughs as if he's having the time of his life. You have a fine family. I imagine you have a surplus of fond memories. If you could call it that. I have, and I shall continue to do so. What's with that smitten look? May I finally unravel the mystery of a picnic? Yeah, I'll guide us to the park. What we're probably going to do is finish this first date, and then I will end the stream for the night, but I'm definitely going to be playing this game more. The sun is hot enough to fry an egg even on the grass, but we find a spot in the shade. I like him, honestly. He's a nice person. Yeah, no, I like Egen too. He's cute. He's a sweetie. I'd date him. Hell, I probably would have been like, when he was like, marry me, I would have been like, all right, sure. I don't love this planet. I love some of it, but not all of it. We can go. As long as I can keep streaming. It's one of those days where the perfect temperature is in the shade, but hot enough to burn in a few minutes in the sun. Egen holds the basket while I set up our picnic. Picnics require blankets. Observed. It's not required, but it certainly makes things comfier. I point to the bottom left corner of the blanket furthest from the tree. Set the basket down over there. We'll use it as a weight for that side of the blanket. You need an audience to stream to. True. But I figure if I've got, like, tons of planets, and I'll take you guys with me. We'll weigh down the other 3 corners. We will. I pat the spot beside me on the blanket. I'm unfamiliar with that gesture. It means come join me. Oh, it's an invitation. He sits on the blanket beside me and leaves about a forearm's worth of space between us. The wind blows the comforting scent of his shampoo and the faint undertone of coconut in my direction. I hand him an empty plate as I unpack our lunch. Do all picnics require 2 participants? No, you can picnic alone. It's just uncommon. What would you like to eat? Everything you made. He accepts the jar of chocolate mousse I hand him, along with a spoon. Egen scoops out a spoonful of mousse experimentally before popping it into his mouth. His face lights up as he savors the dessert. We devour our mousse cups in silence before I portion out the sandwiches. The chicken pastries Egen made are noticeably soggier than earlier, thanks to the steam and condensation from being packed without cooling. He declines the pastries, but accepts a generous helping of the egg salad sandwiches I made. Before he can take a bite, alien guard materializes and sprinkles a powder onto his sandwich. Okay. Oh no! Oh wait. I didn't see the ad. Imagine Aurora picking up this chat with a little "I'm taking this." Absolutely! I do believe that is MC, yes. They do. They look super cute together. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We eat in mutually enjoyed silence once more. However, there are small interruptions whenever Egen grunts in approval while eating. It's difficult for me not to do the same, considering Egan's take on a sandwich is delicious. It tastes like how I imagine winning the lottery. It tastes how I imagine winning the lottery when you're down on your luck feels. And that's with it being slightly soggy. I can't imagine how mind-blowingly delicious it would have tasted fresh out of the oven. What is the sandwich on the left supposed to be? Egg salad. Egg salad and chicken salad are the two sandwiches. Actually, it's better I didn't try it. It's a simple recipe, yet the way Egen made it is tasty enough to make me stupid with delight. Why is the egg salad green? Well, I think that's lettuce, and then the egg salad is in between the lettuce. What would it be like to eat food this tasty every day? Oh. These are delectable. Likewise. I'm curious about your limitations. What can't you do? Oh, plenty. How about you? Currently, the only thing I can't do is best you. I don't know about that, Chief. These sandwiches are one good crunch away from giving me an existential crisis. If we're dueling now based on how the taste of the food we made, you definitely win. No, the honor of victory is yours. Taste is but one factor. Your natural cooking skill left me mesmerized. Oh. Meh, I learned to cook to care for my sister. It was the least I could do after she left our hometown with me, when I selfishly wanted better than what we had. Do Earthians consider such a motive selfish? Some people do. Are you still a wanderer? Not anymore. I planted my roots here in Osi. It's a lovely place. What about you? What's Ornthon like? It's busy, but it's home. I've never once run out of tasks since the day I was born. He's that busy? That's insane. And if that's the case, then how often has he actually gone home? You take frequent breaks, right? Take breaks from who? I'm quite solid, and I won't be altering my matter anytime soon. Or are you worried about the mothership? I assure you our safety system is top of the line. I laugh, but cover my mouth with my palm since I'm mid-sandwich bite. No, break is in fragile or safety feature. No, not break is in fragile or safety feature. I mean break is in you take time to rest, eat, and sleep. I don't quite follow. You sleep, right? Only as I must to keep my mind sharp. Sounds like plenty of people I know. And do you eat? I do, but it's different from what you're imagining. Orthonians take tablets as sustenance, and the tablets contain all the nutrients we require. I'm guessing that's what that powder is. Can you not take in nutrients from what you're eating now? I can, but it's an infinitesimal amount. Wait, I've been reading dialogue. What are we discussing in chat? Egg salad. Okay, so I will say really quickly on the egg salad thing. I think it's like the egg salad is in between the bits of lettuce. It is not that the lettuce was part of the egg salad. And yes, I can say to infinitesimal, but not modernity. It's just how my mouth works. Yeah, Cynic, the lettuce protects the bread. See? Blaze gets me. Blaze gets me. Haha, it's the harder word. Egen tugs his mouth wide open enough that I can see inside. He has strange, neat lines along his cheeks with rows of filament nested inside. It reminds me of fish gills. Because of these, powder is absorbed better. Solids, however, are a challenge. It's fascinating. What happens if food gets stuck in there? Then my tongue becomes my primary removal implement. That's why solids are an enjoyable challenge. Do you lick and prod at it until it comes out? Usually, but there are other tools on the mothership I may use if necessary. Can I see your tongue? His tongue is far longer than I expected, and there are sharp points similar to papillae at the tip. Okay, but what that mouth do? Oh god, that came out. Okay, fair. Like, but it's a tongue. It's a tongue, and like, what if it's not like sharp, like blade points, but just like it's an alien tongue. I know what I'm about, Shy. I know. My naked eye, anything else about it is normal, but I'm sure much more could be revealed if I studied it under a microscope. He rolls most of his tongue back into some kind of large storage pocket at the bottom of his mouth. When he's done, it's about the size of a normal human tongue, and it's long! Look, I'm just saying. For science. Right? And like, he's used to using his tongue to get things out of the little gills. Like, I bet you he's skilled with it. I'm just saying. Blaze gets me. Blaze understands me right now. I'm fascinated, but it'd be inappropriate to examine any more of your anatomy during this picnic. Egen laughs. You're more than welcome to do so if you leave this planet with me. My face heats up. Is he flirting with me? Don't offer again. I don't have enough willpower to say no. I am with you. I am with you. Couple of streams ago, Blaze, I found out I could list him as editor. And then I was like, I should probably just list him as a VIP as well, because editor can't necessarily be seen. Because he has been doing a really awesome job with my shorts, and I felt like he deserved it. When he opens his mouth, I stuff some of his sandwich in it. Ah, tempt me not. Ah, tempt me not. Egan's eyes crinkle with deep amusement as he chews. I've barely recovered by the time he swallows. You're quite blasé. I feared my earlier disclosure may scare you. I gasp and tilt back with fake shock. I'm offended you haven't noticed how much of a freak I am. That's it. That is a joke? Yes, it's a joke. I'm having a great time with you. You could split your face in three and spit acid, and I'd still eat sandwiches like this with you. Spitting in one's face and spitting acid is more physics trait. I'm not trying to pronounce that now. Their manners are rather impeccable considering. What? Enough, you're only making me more curious. He leans closer as I cackle, his eyes glinting with mirth. If I'm back in your good graces, I'd like to do that thing we did earlier. What thing? That thing with our hands. You'll have to be more specific. He takes my hand in his. This. Right, I held hands when I guided him to the kitchen. Oh, no? It's okay, but we still have to eat the watermelon. Each grab a slice of watermelon with our free hand. As before, an alien guard materializes and sprinkles a powder onto his watermelon. Egen holds it flat enough for his guard to coat one side, then flips it over to the other side. So what exactly is that powder anyway? It's a nutrient-rich plankton native to Ornthon. It's easy to culture and harvest, making it as practical for long voyages. Does it taste good? Taste is impertinent. It serves its purpose, satisfying all our nutritional needs. Can I try some? Egen offers his slice of watermelon to me. I lean in to take a small nibble. And it tastes awful. The powder adds a chalky texture to the watermelon, and the flavor has taken on a bitter saltiness, with an almost meaty aftertaste. Egen suppresses a laugh behind his hand as he watches me struggle to maintain my composure. I quickly dig into my untainted watermelon, trying to cleanse off the offensive taste from my mouth. Yeah. Shoot, am I... I've been told it's something of an acquired taste, and you couldn't have said something before offering it to me? Would it have dissuaded you? Ugh, he's got me there. So you know how a lot of vitamin D will kill you? You think that sprinkle has a lot of nutrients? I'm not making the comment that my brain wants me to make right now. It's an incredibly enjoyable day, and we stick around in the park chatting until the sun sinks and the soft orange glow of the sunset illuminates us. And before talking about his nutrients, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, a lot of vitamin D will kill you, but I feel like I'd die happy. Bitter, salty, slightly meaty aftertaste. Oh no! I didn't even think about that! Oh no! Are you sure it's plankton? Oh god, no. No, I'm just gonna keep going. It's well after 9 p.m. when Egen escorts me home. Only when I'm safely on the front steps does he release my hand. I pivot and clasp our picnic baskets in both palms. The entire stream is too thirsty for how innocent our alien boy is, right? Aurora, today was a pleasure. Thank you. You're welcome. I had a good time too. There's a lull in our conversation. I understand. I'll see you tomorrow, yet the disappointment of parting exists all the same. It's the same for me. Egen clasps his hands behind him. I kick a stone off our front step. The hum of the spaceship above us fills the silence. It's surreal. Don't I have to come up to the ship for that evaluation? You're right. He covers his face and then snaps to attention. How could I have forgotten something so crucial? Probably because you're relaxed for the first time in your life? Is this what relaxing does? Make you forgetful? Being overly tense does the same thing, so I don't know what to tell you. We don't yet have the results of our cooking competition either. I'll check in with Lynn to see where we're at with that. Let me brush my teeth, change my clothes, and then I'll come up to the ship for my evaluation. I shall eagerly anticipate your arrival. Do more than anticipate it. It's a race. Egen jolts. Wait, it's a duel? I rush inside, making the best use of my head start. I return outside in 9 minutes. 2 familiar guards await my arrival. Handsome alien A and B, it's good to see you. Every time we see you, you are a stranger, Earthian. And every time I see you too, you are more Bishonen than the last time. Take me up to that spaceship, please. You can no longer think pure thoughts when one of his guards combines to sprinkle his food with plankton. I don't know about degeneracy, right? Right? Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting the Bishonen drop, but I love it. I feel very seen by the dialogue in this game. It's so good. I'm beamed inside the familiar purple and blue room, but I don't see Egen. Egen, are you there? You must be the infamous contract violator I keep hearing about. A deep, velvety voice I've never heard before addresses me from the gloom. The alien it belongs to steps into the light, and I hold my breath seeing him. He's nothing like Egen and Dell or any of the other aliens I've met. Oh, hello. With the arms. And the scars. Are y'all brothers? Can I date all of you? The cloak feeding from him. This character reminds me. I can't tell if he's holding onto it with claws or if this is kind of symbiote. Yeah, Arena. He looks like what I expect a planet-conquering alien to be, with his broad, muscular build, scars, and overbearing countenance. Egan's the same height as me, and Andel is shorter than me, but this alien is so tall that I feel like an ant gazing up at the breadth of an oak tree. The way they spoke about you, I thought you'd be taller, as well as less... His crimson eyes flick over me. Friend-shaped. Thank you? And you are? We won't be relevant to each other following this conversation, so there's no need for formal introductions. No, I want to know your name. It's kind of offensive. Egen and I are getting along great. Seems like you haven't considered that maybe the primary reason why we won't be relevant to one another. Have I offended you somehow by coming here? Everything offends Nabo, contract violator. Feel free to ignore him. He's such a hulking bulk of muscle that I doubt that's possible. Hi, Andel. Good evening. The space door to my left opens and Egen rushes out. His PJs are adorable. Oh, they're so cute! I want matching pajamas with him. But I want them in purple. Yeah, no, he is giving Maki. He is kind of giving Maki. I can see that. Bro came here to say, it's you, and then leave, right? Okay, but can I date all three? I feel like they're brothers. And I'm just like, but what if? What if? I know the other two are looking at me like I am the worst, but I'm kind of into it. I think that's their communicator. I'm into a lot of things, Shy. But I have varying tastes. And I don't want just one sample. I want to sample it all. That's why I'm polyamorous. degenerate. Just a little bit. An adorable degenerate. That's me. That's my brand. But why is he suddenly wearing glasses? Actually, everyone on this ship is except Andel, whose glasses are on his head. Also, seeing Andel beside Egen and Nabo, it registers just how short Andel is. Maybe he's got that rancid attitude to make himself seem bigger. Last, I thought I made it. Andel lifts his stack of papers. It obscures his lips like a fan would for a stereotypical noble lady. She beat you, though you were aboard this ship. You're the most disappointing specimen I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. Hey, that's harsh. Harsh is the only language Andel speaks. Unfortunately, he only speaks it to Egen. But Egen's lovely. He's thousands of times better than any politician we've had in the last several decades. Oh my. Unfortunately, you're young, Earthian. There is still time for you to develop an accounting for taste. Wow. His remark cuts straight to the heart. Huh. Andel, you may be as rude as me to you as Andel, you may be as rude to me as you wish, but be courteous to our guest. Better yet, shall we proceed with the evaluation? I feel my lifespan decreasing with every second I'm in your proximity, glorified, crown-wearing urchin that you are. My apologies for Andel once again, Aurora. Let us score today so that you may be on your way. A screen rises up from the floor before Egen, and a platform beneath my feet raises me above the others. Egen taps a few buttons on his watch, and a digital screen forms before me. The amendment score for today, 1 of 3, is... The number jumps around before my eyes, scrolling impossibly fast as though I tugged a lever on a gambling machine. The end shows a 0, the second column shows another 0, and a number 1 falls in the final spot. My score is 100? Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. 100 is rather generous. I thought you'd give her a 10 at most. I lucked out getting chosen by Egen. I've been here whole 10 minutes and his crewmates are unbearable. Congratulations, Earthian. You've survived the first day. Why do you phrase it like that? Because you may be vaporized any day you fail horribly enough. What? You can't do that. But I can. It was in one of the clauses on the document you signed. Oh, you horrible little... Unfortunately, I don't have the pleasure of subjugating Egen to that today. A shame, really. Also, I want to know if I'm crazy, but does the background noise have whistles or am I just losing it? No, I think there have been whistles. So you're good. So but they've been very low. There's seriously something wrong with Andel for him to say that with such a smile. You're free to leave. We'll see you tomorrow evening for the evaluation. Andel gestures behind me and the space doors open. I get chills remembering how fast it collapsed into a ramp, so I don't step on it just yet. I notice the crinkling of Andel's eyes. The contract violator learns. What a feat. I can't say the same about the overgrown algae we call Prince. I have a name, you know. Does that half-wit address you by it? Well, yes. Then it's irrelevant to me. Good evening to you. Andel. He stalks away without a single glance backward. Wow. What a piece of work. Ignore him. I'll escort you back home. Egen's a gentleman. I suck in a deep breath when Egen and I are back on my front porch. He pulls off his glasses and places them on his watch. The instrument absorbs it in a puff of particles. Why the glasses, by the way? It's an Andel measure. After certain times of night, he refuses to perceive anyone without spectacles. And now I have a deep understanding of how you've been single for so long. Meaning? Nabo and Andel are rude enough to scare most people off. Does that mean I cannot enjoy your company tomorrow? No, I'll come over. Ah, well, I suppose you must for the sake of your planet. Even if the Earth wasn't at stake, I'd come to check on you. I meant what I said. It's been a while since I've had that much fun. Then I look forward to our competition tomorrow. Enjoy your rest. You too. I slip inside and collide with Lynn. Youch, hey! What were you doing so close to the door? eavesdropping. You two had such a good mood going on until you visited that spaceship. Speaking of, what was it like? I waved like a madwoman while you were gone, but nobody beamed me up. You don't want to go up there. Egan's the only nice one. Oh, don't be so hard on them. They probably woke up on the wrong side of the bed or stepped in some water after donning fresh socks. First, none of them wear socks, and second, that's so alarmingly specific. Actually, I'm far too tired to get into it with you now. Forget it. Chin up. They probably need some time to warm up to you. The aliens who helped me clean up were kinder than I thought. Speaking of, Lynn sticks out her tongue. It's a gradient from purple to navy, and hundreds of white spots speckle her tongue like the night sky. Girl, what did you lick? Don't eat Cosmoroni. My tongue's been like this since you left. No amount of scrubbing has changed that. The process of making it melt at all our good bakeware, too. It what? Who's gonna replace that? Don't have a heart attack. I've already replaced it. Can we chat about something that matters now? How was your date with Egen? Oh no, we're not getting into that. I still have 2 days left. I'm headed to bed. No, party pooper, wet blankets, stick in the mud, grumpy umpkins. I walk away and head upstairs. Please, sis, you have to tell me. I've been dying to know. I figured you'd be too busy flaunting on social media to wonder. Am I so heartless in your mind? I was super worried when they took you away this morning. But I figure things went well since the sky didn't go all weird. Thank you for your vote of confidence. If you really hate Egen, I'll figure something out so you never have to see him again. That won't be necessary. He's a bit clumsy, but he's... He's cute. He's cute, both in personality and looks. My sister gasps, then squeals and throws her hands up and does a happy dance. Yes! Oh my god, yes! That's amazing news! You two are uber duper cute together. Remember when I... Oh, yeah. Hey, kid! Hello! Take a pause here to welcome in all the raiders. Hello, hello, raiders! Hello, Kit. Hello, everybody. I see. Kit was doing art. I hope it was good art. Well, it's Kit, so it's really good art. Kit does good art. I get to see lots of it. But hello, welcome in, raiders. We are currently in the middle of a otome game called Love Limit, where you are dating an alien in order to save the world. As part of the otome celebration that is happening on Steam. But how was your stream, Kit? If you're still there, if you do need to raid and run, I absolutely do understand as well. Hollow the Muffin Apologist. I love that username so much. Hello. You're seducing an alien with a very sharp tongue, not figuratively. That's true. He does have a very sharp tongue. Yeah. Kit, if you do have to raid, again, Kit, if you do have to raid and run, I do understand. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hollow the Muffin Apologist. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I should introduce myself. I am Aurora, Aurora Volp. I stream here on Twitch. Usually I only stream Wednesdays and Saturdays, but this week I am streaming all week playing otome games as part of the Steam Otome celebration, where I'm going to be trying out new otome games basically every day this week, and having a lot of fun doing so. We play a lot of fun games here. Sometimes it makes me cry, sometimes they're weird. Sometimes I'm streaming with the Sakura squad. We just have a good time, and we chill, and yeah. Sometimes things get a little spicy. Okay, sometimes it makes me cry a lot. Crying is half my brand here. If I'm not playing a game and crying, what am I doing with my life sometimes? Like, half the time I'm like, oh, this is sweet and adorable, and now I'm crying. Like, But also, my community helps me find games that are just like, they're super heartwarming. And then we're crying. But yeah, everybody who's come from the raid, thanks for hanging out. If you do have to go, let me know. Well, you don't have to let me know, but if you do have to go, just all good. If you want to stay and hang out, please feel free. We're basically finishing up this last day, and then I will be headed out myself, because I normally don't stream too late on the weekdays, because I do have to work, and I do stream again tomorrow very early. So yeah. We're gonna continue with this in before playing out soon. Soon. Is that gonna make me cry? Shit. Anyways, remember when I told you he was a cute alien and you were all, ugh, a face? Yes, I remember. Yet here we are now. My cranky sister found someone she likes. Like is a stretch, and hey, I'm not cranky, I'm practical. Which is totally why you carry a sewing kit, a massive water bottle, and a multi-tool everywhere, right? I'm concerned about these writers. I say, as I pick up my 40-ounce water bottle to drink from. And I have a multi-tool and a mini sewing kit that stay in my bag usually. They live in my walls, yeah. Apparently. And you were thankful for it every time we needed any of them, if I recall. Lynn tosses herself onto my bed and scoots over. I'm really happy for you, you know. I was super afraid this wouldn't work out. You were superbly pissed waiting in that cafe, and I thought I'd all but ensured you'd grow old with 100 cats. I still might want 100 cats. 100 dogs is better. 100 million would be best. I still might want 100 cats. Well, if you still want them, I'll support you. Though, preferably, I support you a block or two from over to spare myself the smell. Are you done taking up my bed? Nah, I think I can spread out a little longer. Treat me as part of this mattress. I plop my pillow onto my sister's face and flop onto her. Her scream is muffled thanks to all the crushing. Ugh, you brute. I ease up and she stands. Lynn? What's up? It was chaos at first, but there's still potential for it to become that way again. Yeesh, if you're gonna praise me, leave off all the other stuff, won't you? Yes, thank you. It wasn't so bad to get out of the house and spend time with someone else for once. She taps her phone and wipes an imaginary tear away from her eye. Yes, thank you. It wasn't so... Ah! It's a recording of us. Wonderful. No, not the ads! Alright, I'll wait until the ads are over. Right? I always love a good ad. I was taking a drink. My throat has been incredibly dry this entire stream. And it's probably because my house is kind of dry right now. Need to break out my humidifier. Yay, the ad break is finishing. Aurora lives in a reason sometimes. My voice spews out of her device. Perfect. I'll play this anytime you're in one of those I'm right about this moods. Hey, delete that. I lunge for her, but she dodges. Absolutely not. I worked hard for this. I'll play this at your celebration of life. Lynn. My morning start. Okay, so this seems to be where the next day starts. So I'm going to save here. We're going to end for tonight. This has been a fun game. I highly recommend it. It is again free on Steam, as not even just as part of the Otome celebration. It is free in general, and you can find it on the link I have pinned in the store. So if it seems like something you'd enjoy, I highly recommend going and checking it out and seeing the rest of the story for yourself.